I was gonna ask you. You're originally from Arizona, from Phoenix.
Yeah. Phoenix, man. Burbank Fire Department outside. But yeah, I'm originally from Phoenix. Yep.
Yeah. And so how did you get into like just DJing and?
Yeah. I mean, I started DJing like originally when I was probably like 13 or 14. I got a pair of turntables, shitty pair of turntables. Out of the back, my dad ordered like a DJ in a box setup thing. It was like $300, maybe even less. And then I realized pretty quickly like buying records was expensive. So I had to like go buy records, and then I couldn't afford to buy records, so I would just get whatever records I could get for free. And then I ended up selling my turntables when I was like 16 because I needed the money. And then Serato came out, which is kind of what changed the DJ game, where everyone's DJing on their laptop, so you don't have to worry about records. Now you can just have your music in your computer. So that came out when I was around 18, and then that kind of made just everything easier. Then I started interning at the radio station.
In Phoenix?
Yeah, around 18 years old, and then kind of worked my way up from the street team to being an on-air personality, and then moved around. I went from Phoenix to Boise to Vegas.
Boise.
Phoenix, Boise, Vegas, back to Phoenix, Tampa, LA. So, yeah, doing radio is like being on a sports team. It's crazy. Most radio personalities have done radio everywhere. Like, they've been in at least 3 cities, most of them. So for me, it was Boise, Phoenix, Boise, Vegas, Phoenix, Tampa, LA. So, lived all over.
18, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I really started doing radio when I was like 16 in my high school, though. But like getting paid, like working for a real radio station, 18. So.
And did you think you were gonna do something like that growing up? Did you have?
I don't know, man. I always was like a hip hop head, so I always knew I wanted to do something kind of music oriented. So I think radio was like. For me, I used to always be like like the class clown. So it was kind of like a great way to kind of combine both sides. Hey, I love music. I can be involved in the music industry and also kind of like be a jackass and get paid for it. So, yeah. I mean, I would say I probably knew about 15, 16 that that's what I wanted to do. So that had to do with just the high school I went to. We had a radio broadcasting program there with like a little local radio station that was like a mile around the high school. So once I got into that, I was like, okay, this is what I think. I think this is what I want to do. I knew I wanted to do something involved with music though, for sure. So
thinking of Phoenix, I just remembered. Have you seen that movie Unstoppable with Anthony Robles, the national champion?
No.
Mesa High School, I think.
Mesa High. Oh yeah, Mesa High.
He had like one leg.
I lived 3 minutes from Mesa High School growing up. Did not go there. I went to that rival, but I lived right there. I heard of it though. Yeah. Okay. Now that you said Mesa High, I remember seeing something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. ASU, right? ASU's it's been a powerhouse for a lot of years in
Is
wrestling.
It? I just know it's a party house. That's where they go and
sure,
get.
It's that too.
#1 party school in the country. I guess when I think about it, yeah, they're pretty big in the wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby Douglas and Don Fry, I think, wrestled there. Dan Severn, I'm not sure, but a bunch of guys.
Yeah, I know we're good at football
fighters.
now, so that's good, because ASU sucked for years at everything, I guess, except wrestling and partying. They probably produced the most amount of amateur porn stars out of every college there is, for sure, guaranteed. There has to be. There has to be some sort
of.
Were
those they were selling Girls Gone Wild? Was that?
That was a lot going on there. Yeah, that guy made a fortune out of ASU for sure.